team here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Mountaineers will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will get first crack at it here. And they're trusting this transfer senior quarterback to get things going. He could not miss last time out. Completed better than 80% of his passes, more than 200 yards, leading his squad to a W. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stopped for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
Could not make his way to the corner.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, and get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Mountaineers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Cam Cook, he's an incoming transfer from Jacksonville State. And everything in this attack runs through him.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that.
Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
From the gun on third down, Hawkins. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. Running inside, it's Lewis. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about handing that puppy out.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. Flag's flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Pick up of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Makes a grab and room to run. Oh, what a cut! And he eluded the defense. Take it all the way. Touchdown, Cavaliers!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the win.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Play is stopped for just a second as they tend to the injured Mountaineer. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pulls it on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Mountaineers in the hurry-up.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They say, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the grab. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cook. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Got it in the middle. It's Epps. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. We've played 1. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Throwing, Hawkins. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice fist.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Escapes the pressure to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
And that's a big 3rd down stop for this defense, but they can't relax, right? They've done this a couple of times already, and they've converted 2 for 2 on 4th down. So this D's got to be ready. They got to be physical on this 4th down, and they got to get a stop. They've gotten to this point. They just haven't been able to close the door.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Gibson.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Cavaliers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying play action. Under fire. Finds space on the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Cavaliers will hustle to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Quick release by the QB. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Unloads it left. Already find a hole in that secondary. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The quick out. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. He's looking to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Just drives it between the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Michael Hawkins. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, it's picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Tripped up for the tackle. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wideout. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You've got the corner out there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you've got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
What a nice job just finding a spot downfield and lofting it in there perfectly.
And you see quarterbacks and receivers do that all the time, right? All summer, throwing the ball in the air, throwing the ball in the air. Why? Because I know exactly where he's going to be right when I get my back foot in the ground to throw the football. You could tell he knew exactly how much touch to put on that ball to make a big play down the field.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. I just can't imagine any excuse for taking that penalty. A delay of game, at least it's still first and goal. Trying to barrel in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Quarterback keep. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Offense changing the play. Hawkins. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That's caught. It's sacked. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Brown wants to pass. Makes the pass. He's open on the right. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's lead things off with Houston, taking on the number 14 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
I did check in with the West Virginia head coach coming out of the locker room. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
All right, Holly. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Francis. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Mountaineers are flying down the field.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Got it in the middle. It's Cook. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Mountaineers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Straka. Runs through, man. He might have some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Running inside. It's Cook. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Play is stopped for just a second as they tend to the injured Mountaineer. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Brown will throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Third down play from the gun. He wants it all. Touchdown, Mountaineers. What a catch in the end zone for 6. Lining up for the PAT.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And they swarm him under.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. A strike downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry-up. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. The Cavaliers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Flores. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. After the 9-yard completion, a wide-open playbook on second and short. In the red area, it's Lewis. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them. Successful, move the ball, and
maybe some room here. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a...
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Brown wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. No huddle here for the offense.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game. Now, I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his back in the middle. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
To the air on second down. It falls incomplete, and will change into the field to get things started back up. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. So we open the final period with a third down play. Back to the ground game on the left. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Trying to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and they absolutely had to have it there. The Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10.
And it's aggressive, right? You're in your own territory, going for it on 4th down, and it can be scary to think about if you don't get it. You set them up with good field position. But I like trusting your offense, knowing you can go out there and get the first down.
The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Brown will throw it. Quickly complete. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And into the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the Mountaineers regain the lead.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Finds his man. It's Flores. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
1 more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. They want that clock to run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the option, he keeps it. Got a little grass. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Cavaliers enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's brought down, but enough to move the sticks one more time and to move this game into the win column. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. Offense set on first down. Quarterback's just going to take a knee.